Unacademy came far later in picture with regards to my teaching career also. So for the longest time, I was teaching offline. Now, before I answer what are the pros of Unacademy, I'd like to say what are the pros of an offline class. That's where we should start with. So an offline class is something that we were conditioned to, because ever since we were, in the school, we were being taught physically, right? So the so-called physically, so we are being, but in person, so-called to say. The situation here is the school, colleges, we've attended lectures and classes and so on. So everything was one-to-one, teachers or whatever. So there is a conditioning of my brain which says, oh, there's a teacher, there's a board, there's a notebook, there's a pen, and here he comes and here she comes and teaches, lectures are over, we go back. So my brain got absolutely habituated. And now there could be percentages of absorption, ifs and but we were okay accepting that part. Now then comes this online platform, right? Now online platform comes for education. Now for most of us, and in fact for including me, till the time when Unacademy came into the picture, right? At least around that time. Prior to that, for me, online meant entertainment. For me, online means it was, synonym of some kind of entertainment or some kind of, letting go, right? It could be a movie, it could be some video, it could be Insta, it could be Twitter, Facebook. It could not be something which is going to make my career, So, there was a paradigm shift is required. Oh, brother, you're not going for entertainment anymore. Okay, you are about to make a career out of yourself. And your brain says, what are you speaking, brother? Entertainment place. Where are you going? You're not going to study. Yes, at maximum, you might learn some extracurricular kind of a thing online. That is what at least most people understood. And then comes the COVID crisis and so on. And now suddenly your brain is the necessity is the mother of invention. And now your brain has no other choices but to absorb this. Now comes that, will I be taught seriously on this or will it be entertainment? Because I am dependent on this one platform to make my career. Make no mistake about it. This is not merely an exam. This is not a compartment exam. This is going to be my career. This is as serious as it comes and as serious as it happens. So now we start training on this part. And I made sure that when I came on Unacademy platform, I took it more seriously than offline also. I'll tell you why. The point here is that when you are at an offline place, when you're at a physical place, okay, then there is a paucity of time. And I mean it very seriously, because there is a very, very strict time schedule in which you have to so-called, quote unquote, finish the syllabus. Okay. Over here at Unacademy, I had practically unlimited number of hours, unlimited number of batches, unlimited number of times that I could teach the same subject, a topic again and again to the same batch. And I think you would very easily appreciate. I might have taught fundamental rights probably 20 times in 20 different ways. Sometimes in the form of special classes, sometimes in the form of YouTube videos, sometimes in the form of plus classes, sometimes in the form of revision. And I am like, what is happening? You're understanding. So what happens over here is, I cannot repeat the same thing again. So I have to bring in something new. And when I say new, it does not mean it has to be new only for the sake of being new. It has to be something which is value addition. Okay. Now, when you have already done whatever you have done, so I'll remember whatever I had taught in the offline classes, the so-called offline classes, it actually, the entire thing got over whatever I had in the first few months of Unacademy. I did not have in it because that is what I was teaching within the 3 hours. So fundamental rights, I had to finish off in 9 hours maximum. I remember this very distinctly. Now in 9 hours, sometimes if you could recall, I don't even touch, half of or, 1/4 of fundamental rights. My fundamental rights will go ages, it will go from where to where. So then it becomes a very, very serious job. And now I have to work. So believe me, that every class that I had taken, over the last 2 years that I've joined Unacademy, I have prepared for a 2-hour class by at least 4 hours of work, And you won't believe that this is happening even today. So today, before I started your interview, I just took a class on reservation. Okay.
Yeah.
And I finished reservation. So I had taught partially, and then I had to go through the new concept of Maratha reservation. Okay. And this is certainly, it comes from someplace else. But imagine this is an offline class, and I finished your course in the month of January. How would you meet me? Or how would I meet you? So Unacademy has actually, that valley has been covered, wherein there will be any lack of or any discontinuation between the learner and the educator. This brings us to another con also, that there is a difference between physical or so-called one-to-one teaching and over the screen. And this is what I compensate. Now, how do I compensate? You might have noticed that many a times I'm sharing jokes. Many a times I'm sharing stories. Many a time I'm doing shairis. Many a time I'm sharing lifetime experiences of not only me, but also of the great people like Dr. Ambedkar and Mahatma Gandhi's and, something. And also certain words, like I'm calling up Nehru or something like that, So what happens is, it brings that human angle back into the picture. So on the screen is not somebody, is not, some pixels, 720 or whatever, 120. It is a man talking to you. It's a person talking to you. I'm scolding you also. You're understanding. I'm making a joke of you also. Okay. I'm making a joke of myself also. Okay. So why am I doing it? Let's get the human angle. That's the only part missing. And that part, once compensated, there's nothing better than an online platform. Nothing better.